Heat waves certainly lead to health impact like heat stroke and exhaustion, but their broader effects on human health are more profound. Let me highlight a few. First, heat waves can seriously worsen chronic conditions like cardiovascular and respiratory diseases.
If we talk about community-related impact, we should divide it into 7 sectors. Like one is like a health-related illness, which is also impacted at the community level, and another also food security. That's also impacted at the community level. Another we can say water scarcity, especially in the urban slum area, and also economical strength, because in the urban slum area, people also lost their livelihood, and also they lost their working hours due to the heat wave. And another also mental health, already my first speaker mentioned about the mental health issue. So due to the income loss and also due to the loss of the working hours, the people who are working in the community level and also in the urban area, mainly the rickshaw puller or van puller or slum people or street hawker who lost their working hours, so they are suffering mental health due to the heat wave seasons. And last one also community resilience and also social inequality. So due to the income loss among the marginalized people and also poor people, so there are some inequality also created within the community level.
This year alone, we witnessed signature events such as gloves. I'd want to speak of Thame, a tiny lake, hardly of the size of a swimming pool. This little pool, which was hardly like 9 kilometers upstream of a picturesque village in Thame, burst its banks, burst its moraine, and then swept away the entire community. Had it been in the middle of a night, we could have lost this entire settlement with people and everyone. We've also in the past have had bilateral discussions and MOUs, say for instance, the 9-point MOU signed between our respective governments, between the government of China and government of Nepal, particularly looking at specific areas of, again, transboundary elements such as early warning systems between government of China and government of Nepal, as how could we collaborate further, especially in terms of, again, building up of government-to-government relationship, but also between academicians and science institutions, whereby we could inform about impacts much ahead in time to downstream communities to Nepal. For having led Nepal's NDRMA for nearly 5 years, what I've also seen is, unlike in the past where these incidents were mostly kind of considered to be limited only into the Nepali territory, I'd want to mention by a case that happened in 2021, the Melamchi disaster. This is again another a kind of a glof outburst. It was a prehistoric kind of glof that burst and led to a wiping of a nearly $500 million water transfer project, the headworks of which is under a 24-meter rubble that was very hard to imagine for us. The news and the assessments after the flood events have been carried widely for its damage and impacts that's been brought it down. But if you look into the time trajectory for the last 2 years, what has happened is these nearly 15 million of cubic meters of debris that came down to these mountains didn't stop there. It started flowing downstream to Bihar, to India, which is one of those heavily embanked river systems in the world, the Kosi River, that had breached back in 2008. Now what has happened is the sediment and the debris through these Gulf lakes has now come down to Bihar and thus weakening the embankment systems even in Bihar. We've already witnessed the kind of impacts that it could bring into the floodplains within the Nepal-Bihar territories as well. This is where we've been spending quite a huge amount of resources to, again, strengthen and protect this embankment. So what it used to be a localized impacts only into the mountains, this is definitely of a transboundary nature that transcends not only the mountains, but also not only Nepal, but also in Bihar. So this is where the need to all these countries, all the way from China to Bangladesh, at least for the case of for Kosi and for the Ganges River Basin, is become so much pertinent.
Under the National Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council, wherein we all agreed that we have to give importance at all sectors. So during the time that our weather forecast will be provided, there is already a risk assessment wherein they will tell us if flooding will occur. So there is already a pre-evacuation that will be implemented in the affected areas. So we're inside the camp or inside the evacuation center. We have this special place for women and children, and even breastfeeding areas. Nutrition is also given importance.
What we found was actually flexibility and adaptability of leaders was at the forefront. Being able to make and pivot decisions quickly on evolving situations. We know that disasters are becoming more complex. There's more political pressure, there's more social pressure to be able to make quick and rapid decisions. And so women at the leadership course that I just conducted felt that flexibility and adaptability of decisions was the most critical to help distinguish between operational or technical decisions.
As a woman leader who believe in inclusivity, so this is a subject matter that is very close to my heart and of course to my organization. So we cannot do the work alone. We need the participation of everyone to create a safe and resilient communities. In the Philippine Red Cross, what we do, first we capitalize on communication. Communication is very essential when we want to gain trust of the community.